Hey everyone, I just want to talk about a few of the psychological underpinnings that allow the atrocities that we're seeing in our world today to occur. Okay, there's a psychological underpinning that even can allow it. So, the first thing I want to say to you is if you are horrified, if you are gagging, if you are shocked and your whole world has shattered about the evil that exists, you are human. You are good. You are alive. You are normal. It is normal. You should, okay, I say should, you should be feeling like vomiting, throwing up, worried about these children, anger, outrage. That means you would never do this. You see, the reason why you're horrified and that it's out of your imagination is because you would never do this. And that means you are a good human being, because it is not normal to want to cannibalize, to scavenge, to murder, exploit, and traffic children and the innocent. That means you are good. So your horror is a thermometer for your goodness, okay? I can barely sleep since all this has happened. That makes me feel alive. That makes me realize, yeah, it's because this should not be happening. Okay, so that's on our part. If you're feeling these things, it is because you are good, you are alive, you're a human, and all of this should not be happening. Number two, these powers that be, these elites, these extraordinarily predatorial, Machiavellian, manipulative psychopaths are psychopaths and sociopaths. Okay, it is not normal. They have a deep rooted mental illness. Okay, this is mental illness, to want so much world domination, to want so much world power, to want so much wealth, to amass so much for oneself and not be donating it to eradicating poverty in Africa, eradicating poverty in other so-called third world countries, to amass more than whatever. Okay, say you want to have a lot of money. Okay, 25 million, 50 million. How much more? How much more? I myself, and I don't have a lot, can barely spend my money. How much more? So if you have so much, it means there is a delusion of the mind to want so much. You see, there's so much emptiness of the soul that you need worth and validation. Your very identity, there is no identity without the 5 cars in the driveway, without the excess money in your bank account for yourself and your people and your children. You see? Number two, that much delusion that you can hurt other people comes from a warped mind that thinks it is not human, or it is superhuman. It is above the human race in some way. They are so special, right? And this has been the underpinning of racism, the underpinning of slavery. They are so amazing. Okay, they are deluded. Okay, this is a mental illness. Don't feel like, oh, why am I not like them? Okay. Number three, the psychopathy that leads to the objectification of women and the exploitation. I don't even have the word for it. What is it when you use children, eat them, and cannibalize them for your ritualistic, cult-like Satanism? What is that? I don't even know what the word is. That is a mental illness, okay? It is using children as property, as property, as property. It is not normal, okay? This is an extreme mutation, an extreme mental illness. So all those people involved were mentally ill, and they could compartmentalize because they have the persona to show up as a guru or as a doctor or as a politician. Okay, that was the insidious mask that they wore, behind which they hid. Okay, now coming back to us, okay, we also have co-created this, and we have co-created this in a small way by aggrandizing and obeying power and wealth and fame. Okay, we need to stop it. We need to strip our pedestalization. We need to humanize everybody and stop making ourselves feel lesser than, because many of us have felt lesser than. Why am I not that wealthy? Why am I not like them? Well, because you're not crazy, okay? You're not a psychopath, sociopath who wants power at all costs. And the other way that the whole world has been complicit is that we have all, to some degree or the other, and there's a difference in degree, used our children and objectified our children and exploited our children. Now, wait, not to that degree, okay? And this is why I wrote Conscious Parenting. This is why I talk about conscious parenting, because the foundation of conscious parenting is do not own your children. You don't own your children. Do not possess your children. They are not your possessions. You cannot objectify them as a tool in your fantasy and your movie. And we all have done that. And I do this even today, at least in my mind, when I want to make my child happy and I want to make my child do something that I want them to do, right? But when I wrote Conscious Parenting, I'm talking about don't make your child a doctor if they don't want to be a doctor, or don't make them kiss grandma. So what we're seeing today is the extreme perversion mutation of that. But that's why we all need to become conscious parents. We all need to protect our children. Children are the most used and possessed and exploited human population. We need to protect our children. All of us adults need to wake up and cry and scream and protect our children because they don't have a voice. And we as conscious parents need to raise our children with a voice, with sovereignty, with autonomy. This is our sacred mandate. Do not stop being horrified. Do not stop talking about this. Scream, rage in consciousness, with power. Don't give your power up. But this cannot continue. Our children must be protected.